triple-double since joining the squad. Nets 124-120. Here's Jimmy James.
We're playing one of the hottest teams, one of the best teams that we have in this league. So we got to come out here and not embarrass ourselves. And we play like that, on both ends of the ball. I don't think as a team we have that same mindset every single game. And once we get that, you'll see a different Nets team.
We just have to take pride in coming out and understanding that every team is going to give us their best shot. We are one of those teams in the league, but we have to continue to earn that respect. We just got to match each other's efforts and exceed the other teams.
The fact of the matter is they have some of the best ISO.
I'm Stan Verrett. Paul George said not only the Clippers, but the whole world was looking forward to his team's run with the Nets Tuesday. For star power on the floor, hard to beat that matchup.
Yeah, not sure the whole world is dialed in, but we appreciate the big sell. Big opportunity for the visiting Clippers as well as the Nets. Brooklyn-bound Nets Clippers. We got over 30 All-Star nods between George, Leonard, Durant, Irving, and Harden. The Clippers were up 8 after 1. Up 9 here. Harden finds Irving. Irving, he's a contortionist who doesn't believe in contortioning. That was spectacular. Clips up 1 at the half. Let's go to the third quarter. The Nets with a 1-point lead. Irving stepping back on Reggie Jackson. He had 29 through 3. There's no Patrick Beverley in this game to be an annoyance to whoever he could be an annoyance to. Nets trail by 2. Entering the fourth, they were locked up in a tight one. Kawhi Leonard steals it from Landry Shamet, his former teammate. 17 turnovers, 22 points. The Clippers induced. The Clips just got 8 turnovers, resulting in 8 points for the Nets. Irving using the Durant screen, hits the 3. Both teams shot over 40% from 3. Irving, the 3 there. He had a season-high 39. James Harden, step back, Bobby Jack. He was 1 of 6 from 3. Nets up 8. That was the 1. He had 23, 14, and 11 rebounds. Durant, his only 3. Batum getting picked on right there. He had 21, but the Nets were 5 for 5 when he was the primary defender in the fourth. Marcus Morris picks a good time to get an old-fashioned 3. It's a 4-point game. Paul George, salty afterwards that he got just 1 free throw. It's a 1-point game. 10 seconds left. 3-point game. Leonard tries to push. Coach Nash tells Durant, foul him. He fouls him, and then he tells him, hey, when they're not looking, come get down, come down the court. Yeah. So after the free throws, look at Harden. He goes Brian Sipe to Jeff Green. And Jeff Green goes up and down. Snuck out, bled out, however you want to call it. And just like Coach Nash had said, Harden's 4th triple-double since joining the squad. Nets 124-120. Here's Jimmy James.
We're playing one of the hottest teams, one of the best teams that we have in this league. So we got to come out here and not embarrass ourselves. And we play like that, on both ends of the ball. I don't think as a team we have that same mindset every single game. And once we get that, you'll see a different Nets team.
We just have to take pride in coming out and understanding that every team is going to give us their best shot. We are one of those teams in the league, but we have to continue to earn that respect. We just got to match each other's efforts and exceed the other teams.
The fact of the matter is they have some of the best ISO players in the world. It was a stretch there where we played great defense. We were in their face. And it was almost like each one of them took a turn making a shot. They're just tough. They're tough to guard. They're super confident in their shot making ability. Defense, I thought couldn't be any better on some of those.
10th game since Harden joined the Nets. Offense explosive. Since he joined Brooklyn, averaging 127 points, most in a 10-game span in franchise history. They also rank first in points per game, field goal percentage, and offensive efficiency.
Raptors in Orlando to take on the Magic, and Fred VanVleet came ready to play. Took his team a minute to get started, but then he took over. The Raptors down 11. They missed their first 6 shots, but that VanVleet with his first 3. He said he knew then he was on target. There's another one. Still in the first quarter here, VanVleet with 3 3-pointers on the board. Later in the first, top of the key, his teammates said this was in the flow of the game. It wasn't like he was gunning. He just kept knocking them down. VanVleet, the Raptors, 20 of 46 as a team from 3-point range, and a lot of it was VanVleet. This is in the second quarter now. VanVleet, 28 points in the first half, 8 3-pointers in the first half, most in a half in franchise history. His previous high had been 7 in the regular season, hit 8 in the playoff game last year. Third quarter, he's still going. That's 9. Give it to him again. His 10th of the game. His previous highest scoring was 36. He blew past that in the third quarter. Another three. 11 in 12 attempts through 3 quarters. He's got 46 points, 14 of 18 from the floor, 11 of 13 from beyond the arc. Fourth quarter. Kyle Lowry, he had a triple-double that nobody's going to remember. 14, 10, and 10. He hooked up Van Vliet there to get him to 50. Here's Van Vliet for 2 off the steal. 52 points, ties DeMar DeRozan's franchise record, but he wasn't done. Under 4 minutes to play. Everything was working. That's a franchise record, 54. Also, the most ever by an undrafted player. He made the squad as a free agent out of Wichita State. There's his former teammate, DeMar DeRozan, now with the Spurs, congratulating him. And look at that, Van Vliet, 54 points, 17 of 23 from the floor, 11 of 14 from 3. Here's Kyle Lowry.
Franchise record points for a game.
Woo! Yes,
Listen. That man was undrafted. That man worked his ass off. That man come in here every day and bust his ass. That's what y'all talk about, hard work right there. He came from undrafted. Really bet on himself. My little brother.
Yes, sir! Sounds weird, but that looked like an easy 54.
It was easy. No disrespect to the Magic, but I mean, for most of those, I was open. They were in rhythm. They were clean looks. They were within the offense, and that's why I was able to remain patient. And I even, told the guys, like, you guys keep playing. I could feel them start to try to look for me to the point to where they weren't looking at the rim anymore. And I wanted to win more than I wanted 50 points.
Yeah, but 50 points will help you win.
Yeah.
His 54, the most ever by a Raptors player, and they're the most ever by an undrafted player since 1966. Van Vliet, the only undrafted player to hold a franchise single-game scoring record, and he's the first guard with 3 blocks and 3 steals in a 50-point game since Michael Jordan did it in 1987.
Oh, yeah, let's get